First things first, Crunchyroll did a double drop this weekend. I don't know if that's Funimation's doing or Crunchyroll's doing, but there's two episodes this weekend in the dub. There's this one and one more. This one's called Izuku Midoriya and Tomura Shigaraki. Probably I'm not gonna like double. I'm gonna record these reactions one after the other, but I'm probably not gonna drop them at the same time. There'll probably be about 3 days in between. Okay, let's see. I wanted to see what's going on inside the power, and it looks like that's what we're going to get.
My friends, my teachers.
Yeah, it was pretty grim as far as he knew.
Let them be okay.
Oh, they are all there. Wait.
Apologies. The timing's not ideal.
Did you see the two in the background? There's two of them in the background that are facing the wall. Kind of like how the shy guy in the big three, I'm forgetting his name currently, does. These guys. What's going on here, guys? What are you doing? So we know Nana. We know All for One's brother. We know this guy who had Black Whip. We don't really know this guy, but we've seen him. This, I'm assuming, is supposed to be All Might. And then, who are these guys? They haven't shown us them either. And there's an empty chair here. Remember, they made a point of telling us one of the users has never been shown to Deku for some reason. Like, he's scratched out of All Might's notes. And Midoriya is the 9th user. But there's an empty chair. So is the numbering wrong? Is this like a Doctor Who style situation where there's a secret user that they don't count among their number? These guys, what?
Fate has brought us here.
Black Whip?
Nana looks
These are
shell-shocked.
the people who had one.
Why does she look so worried?
Dreams again.
Okay, hold up. It's the two empty chairs for the guys who are against the wall. I'm still suspicious, though. Yeah, okay. This is making sense now. I love the way this scene is put together. The high-backed chairs, the two ones left empty by the users who are facing the wall. The fact that All Might is kind of in the middle. There's 8 chairs, obviously, so he's not exactly in the middle. But you notice how they're arranged here. They're not in order by the number. Because Nana was the 7th user, this is the 1st user. But I do like how Nana and All Might are seated to either side of him. Like they were the most committed to the mission, in a way. Is that why the two guys who are seated farthest from him are the ones who are facing the wall? Like maybe they abandoned the mission? And they're... that's actually kind of awful if that's true, because now they're like, even though they're not committed, they're still kind of stuck here in this weird purgatory.
We gained even more freedom. It's now far easier for us to appear before you.
So All for One has actually helped Deku?
We'll still give you plenty of privacy if you know.
I don't know what he's saying.
To understand what you're saying.
Why do you do this, show? They've started not translating like the flashes on screen when people are introduced, and they're not translating. This is obviously like subtitled somehow so you can know what Deku's saying. I don't know what he's saying.
Allow me to explain One for All's 4th wielder.
Number
In
4.
the recent battle, you unintentionally
Need to sense danger.
It was kind of a shock, to be honest.
Like a spider sense.
Strange that I didn't.
All Might didn't mention specifics in
I
his
knew you
notes.
were 40.
Actually,
Be wielded safely by an ordinary human being.
Whoa. Hold up.
I'm
The quirk singularity was already affecting them by the time of the 4th user, because his quirk didn't help him control it. He didn't have any physical quirk, but neither did Deku. Ooh, that's not good.
second only to Yagi in terms of use.
He didn't know how he died because he passed the power on before that happened, and they only know their lives because they're just a piece of this person. So they don't know things that happened after they got put in the power. That's interesting. So that means the All Might, the version of All Might that's in here, won't know anything that's happened after he gave the power to Deku.
Report. That's
Yeah, and he was quirkless. All Might was quirkless.
That's correct. Which is exactly.
All Might was quirkless.
Yeah.
Yes, for all.
Wait, so he can still transfer information to the piece of him that's in there. That's interesting. I didn't think that would be the case. But clearly they're getting intel from him. And I wonder, I always thought it was really dumb of All Might to give the power to Deku, because if you have someone with a quirk, they get to give the quirk too, right? Especially once we knew that you could inherit the previous user's quirks. But now it feels like a Galaxy Brain play, right? Because maybe All Might somewhat knew or intuited that they can't pack more quirks into this thing, or else it's going to kill whoever is the user.
And then, more precisely, that the consciousness of every wielder after me.
So he
lived
was
on
the
until
first
their
quirkless
quirks were
user.
added to my one for all, eating away at your lifespan.
But he was empty.
To use one for all over his true quirk.
So they can basically, if there were to be a user after Deku, it almost certainly has to be someone. It almost certainly has to be someone who has no quirk. Interesting.
Is that what you're trying to say?
He's the last
There's a
user.
caveat. Pass it on to another. It's
Yeah,
not something we
because
could
more and
do.
more people have quirks.
We'll how became back to back.
Can we talk about as well how awesome like this really creepy distorted version of the One for All theme is? It's really good. I've always been partial to when they use that theme because it's like the hype up music of this show, but using it in this way to like create unease is really, really good.
So you killed Tomura Shigaraki.
Yeah. That's why she looks so depressed. She doesn't, not only does she not know if he can do it, she doesn't know if she wants him to.
All for One's trying to use Shigaraki's hatred as a booster.
Yeah, like a power booster.
At the heart of the
Destroy all for one complete.
This scene is so spooky. The two users that are facing the wall make me think that something like really bad happened to them.
We're in a terrible situation. It's disgraceful that I failed to achieve.
Oh, no, don't say that, Nana.
On a 16-year-old. No one will be able to stop him.
Once again,
You
love the
can't make
butterfly
him see
symbology
reason
here.
Or offer him forgiveness.
Come on. Give us more info about these other guys.
Sense a lost child crying.
Oh.
Not a lot of people since I received this power.
Eve. That's something I learned from All Might. It's not just me. This become better versions of themselves over the generations.
This is so good.
Even if it started as a way to destroy the world.
Oh, no.
I don't know what I should do next. That's true.
Not All Might crying
And
too.
I get that the only way to stop him might be to kill.
I want to save that little kid.
This is so good.
Follow your lead.
He won him over.
So happy that my power was passed on to you two.
That's the right answer.
My body.
For which I apologize. Gran Torino is alive. A mistake those many years ago. Yet somehow, we were still blessed with...
The predecessors are sharing their stories.
The first user is so kind.
For all, my master's information is flowing through me.
Nana's story is so sad. Like, she was so full of regrets.
And these two aren't the types to back down.
No.
We should
They'll figure it
keep
out.
Private. Everything.
Oh, good. This is good.
It's been 3
They
days
need to know.
since the incident. And ask the world to forgive him.
Came clean.
Oh man,
Came clean.
that's the end of his pro career.
For the most part. My father's identity.
Wow, they came
How I
completely
killed a
clean.
desperate villain who was running away.
I don't think you understand how much you screwed up.
I mean, they are beat to hell.
Sure, but the only reason they
Was in the field. We are no longer equipped to protect
His
students.
neck is so long.
With that in mind, students are already moving into these
Hmm.
buildings.
I don't know if I like this. That seems like a lot of infiltration possibility.
We're looking toward the future.
When people know they can call on when they need help.
Oh, Mount
And
Lady.
heroes disappeared that day. Even so,
Oh, did she
There
lose
are
her
those
arm?
still willing to fight.
Oh, he lost an eye.
Haven't had enough pain.
Doria.
He can't really fully explain it either.
Thank you. So they're coming after me. The last thing I want to do is
Wow,
put
they
others
came
in
all
danger.
the way clean.
And it's dangerous to be near. And goodbye.
Don't cry, Uraraka.
You idiot.
I don't know what that says. I don't know what that says. Stop it. Funimation, put some freaking subtitles on there. Whew. Well, this episode was a lot. Like a lot. What a weekend to have a double drop. Like, I can't even imagine watching another episode after this, because that was so much stuff, so much information, so much emotion. Like, because imagine you're the previous users and you think this kid could be it. There could be no more One for All after him. Like, not just no more One for All users, but like, there could be just nobody to pass it on to. Like, yes, he could find some quirkless person with the right disposition, but could he find that person before he gets killed? You know, this is a really tough spot Midori has been put in, because there was always the option for the previous users, because they didn't understand that it was killing them. They always had the option, well, if I can't get the job done, I'll pass it on and it will be stronger. And maybe the next generation can get the job done. But now Deku has to think to himself, maybe there's no more and I have to do it. That's so much pressure. Like, these kids are under so much pressure. And has to leave all his friends.